Welcome to the CompTIA Project Plus Prepcast by baremetalcyber.com. Version control, time tracking, and requirements traceability are three tools that bring structure and accountability to project delivery. Each serves a different purpose, but all support accuracy, transparency, and alignment. Version control keeps track of changes to project artifacts, time tracking ensures you know how effort is being spent, and the Requirements Traceability Matrix links what stakeholders want to what is actually delivered. Together, they are particularly valuable in collaborative, iterative environments where change is expected and documentation needs to stay precise. The purpose of version control is straightforward: to track changes to documents, code, or any other artifacts over time. Without it, you risk overwriting critical work, losing information, or creating confusion about which version is the most current. Version control gives teams the ability to see what has changed, who made the change, and when it happened, and to roll back if necessary. There are many different version control systems, or VCS tools, available. Common examples include Git, Subversion, and Microsoft SharePoint. These systems offer functions such as check-in/checkout controls, commit histories, and branching to allow parallel work. Some are centralized, with one main repository everyone works from, while others are distributed, giving each contributor a full copy of the repository for more flexible collaboration. The benefits of version control for teams go beyond avoiding file mix-ups. It allows people in different locations or working in different disciplines to contribute without stepping on each other's work. It supports parallel development, whether that's in software, documentation, or design. It also creates a full audit trail of changes, making it clear who did what and enabling accountability throughout the project. Version control isn't just for code, it applies to documentation as well. Requirements, test cases, policies, and project plans often go through multiple revisions. Assigning version numbers and keeping a consistent change record ensures that everyone is working from the same approved document and that past versions are available for review when needed. Integrating version control with formal change management processes strengthens governance. Approved changes can be recorded in the change control system and then implemented in the correct version of the document or file. This minimizes the risk of outdated or unauthorized updates slipping into production or delivery. Time tracking tools serve a different but equally important function. They record the time spent on tasks, phases, or deliverables, providing insight into efficiency and helping with future effort forecasting. They are also essential for billing, cost analysis, and allocating resources effectively. There are many platforms for time tracking, such as Harvest, Toggle, Clockify, and Jira add-ons. Time can be logged manually, or it can be captured automatically based on task status changes or activity detection. When integrated into project management platforms, these tools connect time data directly to schedules or user stories, keeping all related information in one place. Time tracking plays a role in both Agile and waterfall approaches. In Agile, it supports sprint planning and helps calculate velocity, giving teams better predictability in future sprints. In waterfall, it validates budget burn rates and compares planned durations with actuals, improving the accuracy of future estimates. In both cases, the data supports process improvements. In some environments, time tracking also serves a compliance function. Labor audits, contract billing, and regulatory reporting often require accurate, documented time logs. This is especially true in government contracts, legal services, or grant-funded projects, where tracking funded effort against actual delivery is mandatory. The Requirements Traceability Matrix, often shortened to RTM, fills a gap that version control and time tracking don't address. It links stakeholder needs directly to deliverables and the test cases that will confirm them. This ensures that nothing in the requirements is missed and that all outputs can be verified. It is one of the most effective tools for scope control. An RTM ensures that each requirement is implemented, tested, and formally accepted. It helps keep the project aligned with business objectives, making it easier to detect scope creep or missing functionality early. Without it, it's easy for requirements to be overlooked or for features to be delivered that don't match what was actually requested. Structurally, a traceability matrix usually has rows for each requirement and columns showing the links to design specifications, test cases, responsible owners, and current status. Each requirement is assigned a unique ID, described in detail, and tracked until it's signed off. This format provides a clear map of how stakeholder expectations flow through the project to delivery and validation. For more cyber-related content and books, please check out cyberauthor.me. Also, there are other prepcasts on cybersecurity and more at baremetalcyber.com. In many industries, maintaining an RTM is more than a best practice. It's a compliance requirement. Sectors like healthcare, aerospace, and defense often require traceability to prove that all contractual, regulatory, and quality requirements have been met. During audits or inspections, the RTM becomes evidence that nothing was skipped and every requirement was verified through testing or review. Keeping the RTM accurate throughout the project is critical. Requirements evolve, get clarified, or change in priority, and if those updates aren't reflected in the matrix, its value quickly diminishes. Responsibility for maintaining it often falls to the project manager or a business analyst. But it works best when all team members treat it as a living document rather than a one-time deliverable. One of the RTM's most powerful uses is linking requirements directly to test cases. This connection ensures that every feature or deliverable is validated before acceptance. It also streamlines quality assurance and user acceptance testing, because testers can follow the chain from the requirement to the design test and then to the documented results. For stakeholders, the RTM increases confidence that the project is delivering exactly what was promised. It provides transparency into what's included in scope and helps frame discussions when trade-offs are needed. Instead of debating in abstract terms, decisions can be made based on a documented map of what will and will not be delivered. In agile and hybrid projects, the RTM adapts to match the delivery approach. Agile teams may map user stories to acceptance criteria instead of traditional requirement documents. Hybrid models can use the RTM to connect formal requirements from the predictive side to iterative deliverables from agile work streams. In both cases, continuous refinement ensures alignment. Like any tool, version control comes with challenges. Merging conflicts can occur when multiple contributors are editing the same file. Poorly written commit messages can make it hard to understand why a change was made. Inconsistent branching strategies can create duplication or misalignment between parallel work streams. Strong team discipline and agreed conventions help prevent these issues. Time tracking has its own pitfalls. If time entries are inconsistent, the resulting reports can distort performance insights. Manual tracking can cause user fatigue or errors if it's not streamlined. If implemented poorly, time logging can feel like micromanagement rather than a useful management tool. Framing it as a way to improve workload visibility and project forecasting helps gain team buy-in. Overcoming resistance to time tracking starts with emphasizing its benefits like more accurate billing, better workload distribution, and improved planning for future projects. Providing easy-to-use tools, automating where possible, and making logging part of normal workflows reduces the friction. The goal is to make it a habit rather than a chore. Integration across systems brings version control, time tracking, and RTMs together. For example, a requirements management tool might link directly to a version-controlled repository, while time tracking data feeds into project dashboards that also pull RTM status. This reduces duplicate data entry, improves consistency, and gives a single source of truth for decision-making. The data from these tools can also be analyzed for trends. Version control history might reveal where certain components require more rework. Time tracking reports can highlight phases or deliverables that consistently overrun estimates. RTM analysis can show patterns in missed or late requirements. Feeding these insights into dashboards or KPIs supports continuous improvement. Archiving and retaining these records is important for governance. The final RTM, full version histories, and time logs should be stored according to organizational retention policies. They become valuable references for future estimating, serve as evidence in audits, and help reconstruct past decisions if needed. Choosing the right tools for your project depends on team size, compliance obligations, and delivery methodology. Cloud-based solutions often make integration and accessibility easier, especially for distributed teams. Whatever the choice, focus on simplicity, automation, and visibility tools. Only add value if they're actually used and understood. In the end, version control protects against confusion and data loss. Time tracking provides the insight needed to manage effort effectively, and the RTM ensures alignment between requirements, deliverables, and verification. Used together, they create a robust framework for managing change, ensuring quality, and delivering exactly what was promised. Thank you for listening. Please follow baremetalcyber.com on social media and check out our books at cyberauthor.me.